Here's Dan Shapiro to help you find your edge, master your process, and own your future.
Hey guys, good morning everybody. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the next installment, or the most recent installment of the accesstrade.com weekend update show. Hope everybody is doing well. Guys, thank you very much for spending a few minutes with me. All I ask is take that second out, support the channel, and hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, subscribe, come aboard, and get notified when there is another update. So, unfortunately, I wish I had better news. Today is another long line of history of human beings can't get along with each other. In case you are not aware, United States with Israel has started attacks on Iran. This has been kind of murmured around for the last 3-4 weeks or so. There was always hopes of some sort of compromise. Everybody obviously wants to always avoid conflict. But the reality is, human nature is just really sad that through decades and decades and generations, unfortunately, again, the human being will always disappoint you. And here we are, big military strikes throughout the evening, Iran time, scaling into today. Trump is speaking, I believe, at noon today to kind of give the country an update of what's going on. So again, man, it's a sad thing. All you need to do, guys, and again, I'm not a perfect human being. I have a lot of flaws like everybody else, but I try just to kind of live my life, man. I'm not trying to get into anybody's business. I'm not trying to, pry in anybody else's life, man. Just try to be just an average person, just some common sense, and live with your neighbor. But again, unfortunately, this is easier said than done. Let's talk about it from the trading aspect, right? So for the last month, since the last week of Christmas, if you've been kind of following along, been in the webinar, or just watched the weekend updates, or just watched the regular updates throughout the week, I've been sell biased, man. I've been sell biased literally this whole time, because the majority of the time we've spent the last 3.5 weeks below the 50-day moving average. And again, below the 50-day bad, above the 50 days good. And came Wednesday night, right? It came Wednesday night, and we had this really impressive rally on Wednesday leading up to NVIDIA's earnings. And this was the first close above the 50-day moving average in about a month. And we talked about it on the video. We talked about it in the webinar, and I'm like, man, this is the first great close, man. All we need to do is not give it back, right? I think I even said that on Wednesday's video. I go, just don't give it back, right? And the problem with that is, again, just like being a good human being, it's easier said than done. NVIDIA came out earnings. They came out probably their best quarter, okay? The stock was up 8-9 points, as high as to like 203 and change after hours. The QQQs were up like 3-4 points after hours. And I was like, that's it. They're not going to give it back, right? There's no way they're going to give it back, right? So you wake up pre-market, and, if you didn't know, NVIDIA started selling off on Wednesday night. But NVIDIA was green on Thursday. So you're like, all right, the keys are back above the 50-day moving average. Everything is all good. We're having morning strategy at, 9:15. And, we're like, listen, as long as these guys don't give back the 50-day moving average, we're good to go. Let's watch those opening range highs. Guys, we didn't even make it to the opening bell. Okay. We did not even make it to the opening bell. The bulls gave up the 50-day moving average at the opening bell. NVIDIA took out pre-market lows before even the bell even rang. And what followed was an absolute shellacking of stocks. The QQQs went from like 619 all the way down to like 604. This was basically in the first 90 minutes of the day. And I haven't seen an epic failure like this in a very, very long time. Can you imagine? Again, I was sell biased for a month. You finally got me being the romantic that I am. You finally got me back to the light. I go, guys, all we need to do is not give it back. And we gave it back in the first hour. Led to a pretty aggressive sell-off. Friday, we had the continuation of the sell-off on Thursday. And I put it on my regular feed. I was like, well, this isn't just an absolute epic fail. I go, I can't understand how you can possibly go over the weekend, just seeing what we just seen technically. And oh, by the way, there's still the Iran debacle that potentially hangs over our head and yada, yada, yada. Now we're full-blown military operations. Unfortunately, again, innocent lives at some point will be lost, and yada, yada, yada. We will probably have a very, very ugly open on Monday, barring some, news over the weekend. Again, by the time you watch this video, anything could happen. Because again, when I recorded the video Wednesday, NVIDIA was like 199, 200, right? I think it was maybe it was 201, right? By the time you guys got the video, actually, I joked around on the comment section on YouTube. I was like, my God, wouldn't you know it? Before this video was even uploaded, NVIDIA went red. So a lot of things can happen. There's going to be a lot of moving parts, but now we're going to get a very, very aggressive, probably, right? Probably get a very, very aggressive gap down. And again, you got to watch these levels. These are the levels are of importance. Again, you can see the QQQs have held the 150-day moving average numerous times. Is this going to be enough of a news digestion cycle that it's going to test the bottom of the channel here of 593? I mean, 14 points on the Q is a lot, right? Is a lot. So I'm guessing we won't get to that far, but there's a really good chance we get at least back down to last week's lows, which can be very, very interesting. I will be watching just in case it opens above. Guys, watch this 599 level on the Qs, because again, we closed at 607. So this 599 level is probably going to be still in play. As you can see, it held 599 three separate days in the last week or so. So that 599 is going to be a major level there, and then follow up by the macro channel on the February 17th lows of 593. So as you can imagine, all our setups, I made the watch list on Friday. They're all going to be blown up, right? But the problem is, you can't wake up, on Monday morning and go, I didn't see this coming. Again, the market already told you in the last 2 days what is happening. We're back in the middle of this range. And even if the news didn't come out with a military operation that has commenced, you'd have still seen really, really aggressive selling. Just again, you don't give up the 50-day moving average without a fight, and yet we did. So it's really telling you, again, you don't have to be a professional trader or a professional investor. It's kind of telling you the price action of what's happening. So unfortunately, again, if you are long over the weekend, it's not going to be great. It's not going to be pretty. But again, like we've been saying all the time, again, history eventually will make you right, prove right. Hopefully, the burden is not going to be as bad as anticipated. But other than that, when you look at the individual names, and Thursday and Friday were really good. I was trading channels primarily Thursday and Friday. Friday, Tesla gave us so many opportunities into spikes, into supply, and unfortunately, that's what's going to probably need to happen come Monday morning. I'm probably going to be just trading Tesla, but then again, I trade Tesla majority of pretty much every day. It's not going to be anything new. But if you look at these charts, I mean, really terrible looking charts. You got Tesla coming up on the February lows on deck. Doesn't look great. NVIDIA has just been, absolutely slammed after reporting a great quarter. It looks like it's going to test down the macro lows. These software stocks just can't get out of their own way. Microsoft looks like death. CRM, after a pretty good quarter, is actually holding up. This thing is going to get absolutely lit up. You had Trade Desk, crappy earnings. I mean, these software names are just not good, not good. So you're going to have a lot of CRWV. I kind of like it for Monday below the February lows. They reported earnings. They held the February lows. We might actually, hopefully we'll get a chance for this thing to crack below below February lows to give us a trade. But again, the most important part going into Monday's session is, number one, let's see how the market actually reacts. Right. Let's see how the market actually reacts over the weekend. Hopefully cooler heads prevail. And by the time you're seeing this update, maybe it'll be a ceasefire, right? Maybe it'll be a ceasefire and everything will be, at least not horrible on the surface, right? But again, from what I understand, what I've read, it looks like it will be a several day military operation, according to Trump. Again, hopefully that ends before you even watch this broadcast. But again, it's something we have to get ready for. So come Monday morning, expect the worst, hope for the best. The way I'm going to be trading Monday is, obviously, I'm not going to be shorting opening range lows if there is an aggressive gap down. I will be waiting for that first rally into 60 minutes supply on the 60-minute view. I probably will be trading specifically just Tesla, unless by some miracle, a lot of our setups for Monday are still intact. I don't know how that's going to be, but you never know, right? And you never know. In case they are, I will definitely, again, like I said, I will definitely be watching Tesla below the February lows. There's a pivot prior to that, but I'm guessing we're going to be disappointed. Some names, Apple got absolutely murdered. Guys, look at Apple, got absolutely hosed on Friday and gave back 5 days worth of buying, closed below the 50-day moving average. I'm going to find an area in case it doesn't die that much. Guys, look at Micron. I know the stock is Teflon. I know. Trust me, I know, right? This is a Teflon stock. This is the untouchable. But what happens if it gets touched, right? And loses the 20-day moving average? There's going to be a trade there as well. But let's keep an eye on that as well. And like I talked about a few minutes ago, I'm definitely watching CRWV below the February low. So again, hopefully, in this lifetime, definitely by the next, we could coexist on the planet regardless of religion, race, color, everything, right? Man, just get along. It's really not that hard. So God bless everybody. Say a prayer for humanity. And unfortunately, again, our reality is this reality. Guys, God bless. And for all you guys who are joining us in the webinar for Monday, all I ask you to do this weekend is watch the workshops. There's 3 of them or 4 of them. I don't even remember anymore. There's like 15 hours. Nobody's asking you to watch them all one day. But there's a lot of moving parts. We're the only ones on the planet who trade in this fashion. And it's very, very important to understand the moving cycles of the PS60 theory. Guys, God bless everybody. Have a great weekend. And with God's help, we're all alive and kicking. I'll see you all on Monday. Take care.